Payday 2 Enjoyer asks, Almir, when is the Payday 3 reveal? Well, summer is coming up, isn't it? So it has to be soon-ish, does it not? While we haven't said exactly when during the summer, I mean, come on.
As far as we know, based on what Overkill and Starbreeze are telling us, Payday 3 is still going to release in 2023. The problem is, we still haven't seen any gameplay for the game. Nearly a month ago, Payday's official YouTube channel posted the teaser trailer to tell us gameplay was coming this summer, but we've heard nothing since, so the question arises, when in summer are we going to see this gameplay? There's a few different options as to when we could see this gameplay, and I want to know what you all think in the comments section down below, so let's get a bit of a debate going. When do you think we'll see Payday 3 gameplay finally revealed to the world? There are a few options, I'm going to talk about them in this video, but I do also want to share very quickly that there's going to be a very special stream this Saturday at 7 PM UK time, that's BST, here on this YouTube channel, where I'm going to be doing a special event with my friend the Noli, fellow Payday content creator who you all probably know. We're going to be sitting down chatting all about Payday 3, the gameplay reveal, when we're going to be seeing the game actually release, and everything in between, and you can also ask us a bunch of questions about what we think about what's coming with the game. So if you want to hang out, there's already a link to go into that live stream in the description down below. Go set a reminder, and I'll see you all on Saturday night for that. It's going to be a good time, and we're going to chat some Payday 3. But before that, let's get into a bit of a discussion about Summer Games Fest, Payday 3's gameplay, and whether I think we're actually going to see the gameplay anytime soon. Payday 3's most common gameplay theory right now as to when it'll be revealed is during Summer Games Fest 2023. It's the big summer gaming event that's going to be happening in lieu of E3 being cancelled yet again this year. So that's where everyone's eyes are currently heading as to when we might see this gameplay, because if not there, where else? Well, Summer Games Fest is currently scheduled to be happening on Thursday, June 8th at 8 PM BST, that's UK time, 12 PM PDT. Other time zones are obviously applicable, but that's when the event is going to be happening, and I will be watching it live on Twitch, so feel free to follow me over there if you want to see my live reaction in case Payday 3 does appear there. But I want to talk about why I don't think it's going to be showing up at Summer Games Fest. As of right now, Overkill and Starbreeze have not mentioned a word about appearing at Summer Games Fest just yet. The only thing we know is that their parent publishing company, Plyon, who are publishing Payday 3 and helping with some of the marketing, they'll be appearing there. But they have got other studios, like Deep Silver, that could be working on games that Plyon are there to announce that may be completely unrelated to Prime Matter or just specifically Payday 3. So even though a few of you have pointed out recently that Plyon will be in attendance, that doesn't necessarily mean Payday 3 is going to get a reveal. And I'd feel far more confident if, considering it's only a week away, we'd heard something from Overkill up until this point as to when it was going to happen, when we're going to actually see Payday 3 gameplay, and they've kept stum, they've not said a word. And so then I think back to the trailer that we got last month, the little mini teaser that went up on a Monday morning at a ridiculous time to say Payday 3 gameplay was coming this summer. Now, if it was going to be in June, in my personal opinion, if they were going to shoot for Summer Games Fest, I honestly think with a trailer coming out that close to June, they just say it in that trailer. They would just say Payday 3 gameplay coming in June at Summer Games Fest, or even just in June, specify the month. The fact that they had to say this summer, the fact that they had to keep it that open, suggests to me that it's going to be a later release. It's like when games say they're shooting for a particular year, and then quite often you'll see them being pushed towards the end of a year to maximise the amount of time they've got before it's revealed to the world or given out to the world or whatever it may be. And I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but the summer months are June, July and August, so saying this summer means it could completely pass June by, and we may not see anything at Summer Games Fest. A sentiment that is shared by a good portion of you. I did put a poll up on YouTube recently asking if you thought we'd see gameplay, and while the majority did say yes, it wasn't a sweeping majority, so I feel like a lot of you are also beginning to doubt that too. I did, however, want to look back briefly to Summer Games Fest 2021, because when that event happened, Payday 3 only had a brief message from Almir Listo, the global brand director, and Eric Wannabe, Payday 3's game director, and they talked a bit about the future of the Payday franchise and shared the one screenshot of our four main characters on a skyscraper in New York City. That was the image that was infamously shared a day early by Summer Games Fest, and therefore meant that they had nothing special to show during their event. It was a whole mess, we don't need to go into it again, but they only announced they were appearing the day before. If you look at this previous tweet, they said the Summer Games Fest is underway and Payday is taking part, and you can tune in tomorrow on Friday to see Payday's appearance. So they didn't announce it vastly ahead of time, but you could argue the only reason they didn't do that was because there wasn't much to show. It was a brief video with a screenshot, and they probably knew not to set expectations too strongly because people would be vastly disappointed, as the 300 plus people in my stream were when we watched the event live.
We could finish off today with a sneak peek of what we're working on, a taste of things to come.
Oh no! Oh, it's the concept art. Oh, don't do that! I thought you were going to do a trailer! Oh my god.
There you have it, quite a lineup. And Opal, I know we're going to be hearing much more from
Really?
Time Matter
Is
in
that
these-
it?
From June the 14th, we'll be streaming 3 times a week, every week, providing you guys with gameplay content, achievement and trophy hunting streams, and Jeff can help us out too.
I'm not
Absolutely, I
impressed,
cannot wait
chat.
to see
From my previous experience, as I discussed in previous videos, Overkill like to keep things under wraps until the time is right, and then they won't shut up about something. When something's about to release, they'll talk about it quite strongly, and I feel like if they're going to show gameplay at Summer Games Fest, we know about it by now. Surely they'd be saying something at this point. We've only got a week to go, and they've not mentioned it. So my personal theory is we're not going to see Payday 3 at Summer Games Fest this year. But what I want to do in this video as well is talk briefly about when I think it could be revealed. And I've got 2 possible options. Here's option number 1. Prime Matter or Starbreeze just individually host their own special event sometime over summer to showcase upcoming games, and that's where we get the big Payday 3 gameplay reveal. Prime Matter have done a couple of these over the last couple of years. The first one got a lot of criticism for dragging things out for too long, and it was also where we saw Payday 3 as part of Summer Games Fest. But the second one was quite a good gaming conference that went over a bunch of games, kept things to the point, and got a lot of people interested in some of the things Prime Matter were cooking. Payday 3 was not mentioned, but there's no reason to think that they wouldn't be in a future Prime Matter event. So it's possible that in the next couple of months we could get something big for Prime Matter that in turn reveals Payday 3 gameplay. Prime Matter are the team that are working on publishing Payday 3 under the supervision of Plyon, so it makes sense for Payday 3 to show up at one of those events. The problem is though, Prime Matter's birthday is usually the time they share a lot of updates on their games, and that's only a couple of weeks away. Their last anniversary show was on the 17th of June 2022, which is only 10 days later than we're seeing Summer Games Fest this year. In fact, it's not even 10 days, it's 9 days, I can't count. The point is, it's not far after Summer Games Fest, so if you were going to show it there, I'd just ask you push it to Summer Games Fest anyway, or at least I'd think they'd do that to get more eyes on it. So that's why I'm not too sure option 1 is going to be the thing they'll shoot for, because Prime Matter doing an event then would mean they're less likely to do something in July or August if they've already talked about everything at the start of summer. And that's why option 2, Gamescom 2023, is where my eyes are currently set for Payday 3 gameplay. Payday 2 and Overkill's The Walking Dead have both made appearances at Gamescom in the past, whether it's been to reveal new DLC, to do demos for players, and specifically for Overkill's The Walking Dead, it was the first chance, I believe, for people to get their hands on the game just months before it actually released. So Overkill have appeared at Gamescom before and shown off new things before. And if Payday 3 is releasing in 2023, as they keep saying, as they keep liking to remind us, by the time gameplay is actually revealed, we're going to be getting to a point where demos are going to be a thing people will want to do to get their hands on, get a feel for the game, and start talking to people about it, whether it has review embargoes or not. So it would make sense if they decide to hold off on gameplay until Gamescom, show it all off there, and then get people to play demos live on the show floor and talk about it. But the most important part for this option is that Gamescom 2023 takes place from the 23rd to the 27th of August, right at the end of summer. So Payday 3's teaser trailer would not be wrong, it would still be gameplay showing in summer, but it gives them as much time as possible to cook something up, and it also helps counteract the fact that trailer feels a bit too close to Summer Games Fest for something so general to mean that we're going to get something a month later. It just doesn't line up. I don't understand why we get a trailer that's so short on details, so close to Summer Games Fest. Either do something bigger, earlier, or don't bother with the trailer, one or the other. I just don't have a good feeling from it. However, I do think that a trailer coming out in May that then leads to gameplay 3 months later, it holds up more, it has more weight, and it's why I think Gamescom 2023 just holds up more, alongside Overkill actually having a presence there in previous years. There's plenty of reasons why this just makes more sense to me, and that's why I'm thinking personally it's going to be the more likely option as to when we see Payday 3's gameplay at last. And that pretty much sums up everything I wanted to say in this video, because I've only got a few points to make. Namely, I don't think that Payday 3 will be appearing at Summer Games Fest. I don't think it'll appear at any Prime Matter event. I think it's actually more likely we'll see Payday 3 at Gamescom 2023. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my points? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm jumping to conclusions? Do you think we'll see Payday 3 next week? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments section below. But that's about everything I wanted to say. I want to try and keep this video short and to the point. I don't want to drag it out too much when I don't need to. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll be interested to know all your thoughts, and make sure you catch this Saturday's stream where Noli and I will be talking all about this information and much, much more. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new and you want to check out more Payday 2 and Payday 3 videos. And if you enjoy the video, drop it a like. It really shows me that you enjoy this stuff and helps me make more content. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all very soon with a brand new video. Until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.